Hey folks, today we're going to do part 2 of the disassembly process on this standby generator by GENERAC, so stay tuned. Hello, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. This series is a long series because there's a lot of details in taking apart a generator and replacing the stator. So I'm breaking it down into a nice doable length of time for each segment. So this is part 2 of an ongoing series of the replacing the stator in a GENERAC standby generator. This is an 8 kilowatt standby generator for my off-grid system. So now we're going to start part 2. So let's get to part 2. Okay, I'm back from my break. Had to cool off and call in to work for a meeting. So now that's over with, we have to figure out how to get the rest of this bolts off. So let's take this hex nut off and release that. Do a lot of editing on the show. All right. I do have to take these hinges off. I've got to remove the top. I forgot. See if this will work. Okay, that one's released. Got to remove this one too. Put my nut on that screw or bolt and lift it off. That's why I didn't put this fence part right here so I can access this. Okay, we have a bolt down there, bolt down there, bolt down there, bolt down there. Okay, let's try to remove these bolts from where I'm at. See that little bolt down there? There's one right above it sticking out to the side. I got to remove those two, and got to remove that that middle one right there, and I've got to remove that one right down there. So let's try to get this removed. Yippee-ki-yay. Aha! Got it. Now let's do that one. Now I'm going to take this bolt out. After I got the end cap out, we're going to go ahead and take this bolt out. Boing! Okay, I've got to take that shroud off. So let me get my extenders. Let's see. Let's try this. All right. Alright, there's the fan. And we'll put that shroud right there. And now I've got to remove that fan. Okay, I'm having a difficult time trying to get this cooling fan off here because this is running really tight. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is pull out the big boy. And I brought out my compressor that I got at Harbor Freight. Go ahead and leave a link down below so you guys can see if you want to order one. They'll ship it directly to your door if you don't live in an area that has Harbor Freight tools. And then I have this impact wrench. We're going to try that on this and try to remove that. It shouldn't be any problem with the impact wrench, but let's give it a try. Okay. Hallelujah. That works. Oh my. Look how long that shaft is. Ah, no, you just stick a screwdriver down in there and it comes right on out. Aha, there it is. Victory. And now we just got to take off this guard shield Here, let's take this off too. Loosen that. Aha! And muffler and shield comes off. Okay, before I remove the stator, I have to cut this zip tie right here. And then I got a couple of zip ties over here I need to cut. Cut this zip tie. And this zip tie. Okay. And that brings us out of that. So we'll have to remember where those go. And the black wire goes to that. And the blue wire blue in the back and black in the front. Okay, we got that. Okay, now right under here, before you take this off, you want to remove the brushes. So they've got two 7mm bolts holding it in. So there it is. You just want to remove those two bolts, and that is the brush, which attaches to the armature. Carefully remove each bolt. Okay. And then we remove there you go. And that is the brushes attached to the armature. We will remove these long posts. Set them right there. Not much of a torque holding them in. You know what? I'm going to have to take out these nuts. Nuts. Okay, let's finish taking these off. Okay. Let's see. If I go there. There we go. it here. We'll have to do the same for this one over here. Go ahead and take the bolts out of the engine mounts and loosen it up. Okay. I'm going to lift the motor up, balance it on the mallet. Aha. Okay. Look at that. It helps if you have the right tools. Okay. We'll continue. I got a spider in here. Ouch. That's victory. So I put the stator here, it's next to the new one, and I'm looking to see if there's any burnt wiring, and I found the actual wiring shorted out where they were touching each other. All the winding on the stator seems to be fine, so that's going to save me a bunch of money. All I need to do is somehow come up with a way to insulate these wires from one another. Oh, this is horrible. Yeah, it got heated up all the way up here and melted. So I see where the wire got hot, but it's somewhere down in here. Yeah, something got hot right in this area, and there was a short. I don't know where, but I'll have to look for it. Anyway, I'll still take it down to the shop and have them look it over and fix it for me. But in the meantime, we've got to take this shield off and put it on this one. So let's get that done. We'll just take that little screw off, and there's another one over here. Okay. And this deflects the airflow out the back of the unit. I'm glad you stuck around for this entirety of part 2. Stay tuned to part 3 that's coming up next as I can process these videos. It's taking me a long time to process each video because there was a lot of video shot in each segment. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I want to thank you guys for joining me on this GENERAC standby generator replacing the stator, and this is the Disassembly series. We're going to be talking about the assembly series when we get to it, but this is part 2. Stay tuned for part 3. You can help out our channel by selecting items from the store and purchasing them. I've got coffee mugs for sale. You can drink the beverage of your choice in those mugs, but I've got the Pine Meadows Hobby Farm logos in them, and I also have Duck in a Cup logo. I also have t-shirts and sweatshirts and hoodies, along with cell phone covers and stockings and leggings and all kinds of other products available for you guys from Teespring and those that store below. Hey, also, I've got these video series that I did on how a poor man can buy cheap property. That's right. I share with you how I was able to get this property for cheap. So I provided a bunch of links down below so you too can check out those links and figure out how you can buy. Well, if you already own property, you can buy vacation property or buy a property and give it away or whatever you want to do with it. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and also click that share button and share our videos on your social media platforms. That helps us out a lot. You can follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, Reddit. I'm also on Blogger, Tumblr. I'm on Parler.com, and I'm also on LinkedIn. So we'll see you guys in the next episode of this series. So stay tuned. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.